Hello once again, dear viewers. You're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to our news broadcast. First, a quick look at the major headlines for this evening. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Seminar to Eritrean nationals in Angola. South Korea says Sunday's test was a Hwang-12 missile. Syria air defense intercepts Israeli missiles. In our domestic news, announcement from the Ministry of Health. 11 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers and testing stations in the central Ansaba and Kashbarka regions. Out of these, 7 patients are from testing stations in Asmara, Central Region. 3 patients are from quarantine center and testing station Ansaba region. The last patient is from testing station in Barantu, Kashbarka region. On the other hand, 36 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the Central Region have recovered fully and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 9,216, while the number of deaths stands at 98. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 9,536. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 31 January 2022. Eritrean ambassador to the Republic of South Africa and South African countries, Mr. Salih Umar, conducted seminar to Eritrean nationals in Angola, focusing on the objective situation in the homeland as well as regional developments. Ambassador Salih explained in detail the objective situation in the homeland and the region and called on the nationals to strengthen organization and participation in national affairs. The participants on their part said that such seminars will have significant contribution in developing the understanding of nationals in the current situation of their country and called for its sustainability. In the same vein, Office of the Eritrean General Consul was officially opened in Luanda, Angola, in the presence of a number of nationals, officials of the Angolan government, as well as diplomats of various countries. Likewise, Ambassador Salih Umar met and held talks with the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Angola on strengthening bilateral relations and the situation of Eritrean nationals residing in Angola. The number of mothers delivering at health facilities in Karzat administrative area, Halhal subzone, has shown a steady increase. Noting that the achievement registered is the result of the sustainable awareness-raising campaigns, Nurse Hashim Umar, head of the Karzat Health Station, said that the immunization coverage has reached 99% and strong effort is being exerted to preserve the achievement already registered, pointing out that prior to the establishment of the health station, the residents used to travel a distance of over 20 kilometers to Melepso for treatment. Nurse Hashim said that they are now receiving medical care at their doorstep. The Karzat health station also renders medical service to inhabitants of the environs of the town, including those from the subzones of Asmat and Habro. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. North Korea has confirmed it fired a Hwasong-12 mid-range ballistic missile yesterday, the first time it has tested a weapon of that size since 2017. Japan and South Korea both detected the launch of the suspected intermediate-range ballistic missile IRBM yesterday morning, the 7th weapons test this month. The two countries condemned the test as a threat to regional security, with South Korean officials warning the launch could lead to the resumed testing of long-range weapons and nuclear bombs. Photos released by Korean television showed space-based images of North Korea and the surrounding images through a round camera lens. North Korea first took such images in 2017, analysts said. U.S. has again urged the North Korea to return to denuclearization talks, which have been stalled since 2019 when a summit between Kim and the then U.S. President Donald Trump collapsed over the North demands for sanctions relief. Syrian air defense unit have managed to intercept and bring down a barrage of missiles launched by the Israeli military at various targets in the vicinity of the Arab country's capital city of Damascus. Syria's official news agency Sana cited a military source reported that several Israeli missiles were fired from the direction of the eastern Lebanese town of Rayak at some targets near Damascus at about 3:05 a.m. local time. The source added that Syrian air defense managed to destroy most of the missiles. The source also noted that the strikes had caused some material damage. There were no immediate reports of casualties, however. The development came a month after the Israeli military fired a number of missiles at Israel's strategic western port of Latakia. It was the second Israeli strike in a month in the key facility following the attack on December 7. Syria has been gripped by foreign-backed militancy since March of 2011. The Syrian government says the Israeli regime and its Western and regional allies are aiding Takfiri terrorist groups that are wreaking havoc in the country. Deadly landslides and floods hit a number of cities. Overflowing rivers forced 500,000 families from their homes. At least 18 people have been killed during torrential rains in Brazil's São Paulo state that caused landslides that buried houses. The downpours, which began on Friday, killed at least 11 people on Sunday when earth smothered homes in several cities in the site's interior. Authorities said 4 children died in Francisco Morato, São Paulo. State governor said Doria. 4 other people died in Franco da Rocha, according to authorities. That's also were reported in Ribeirão Preto and João. 3 of those killed were swept away by flood waters. Overflowing rivers forced 500,000 families to leave their homes, and the state government and the several roads and highways were also blocked, they said. Brazil has been punished with heavy rain since the start of the year, with 19 deaths recorded earlier this month in eastern Minas Gerais, which borders São Paulo to the northeast. Please stay tuned now for a recap of tonight's headlines. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Seminar to Eritrean nationals in Angola. North Korea says Sunday tests Hwasong 12 missile. Syrian air defense intercepts Israeli missile. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.